So I wanted to talk about Man of Steel. Saw it Thursday, one of the Walmart premiere nights, and overall, I see both sides. If you follow this online, critics don't like it, and fans love it. I fall in between. Overall, I loved it. It was amazing. It was action packed. I heard some critics and some other internet comic book commentators criticize the action. This is Superman. It's supposed to be action. It's a comic book. It's supposed to be action. It's supposed to. That's something that I get. Again, forewarned, I'm going to go into spoilers. It's in the title because I am. I have to. So, here we go. Let's see. I like the development on Krypton. I heard someone criticize the fact that there are different aliens, yet why are humans generally the same? I don't want to go into biology of it because this is comic books, but it's possible. Just note that. Again, like it's possible, it could be synthetic type of creatures or synthetic humanoid type creatures. It's possible. Just note that it is. um, the idea overall, like I said, the starting sequence with the action there, Zod, everyone, the back and forth, the pace sometimes was a little sporadic. Um, Let me see. I'm trying to think of the blatant aspects. Look at my notes. The blatant parts that I didn't really enjoy. One of those parts, I guess, was more or less in the middle. Like it's more towards the middle and the end. Initial beginning with the backstory, Krypton, everything, how it goes. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Russell Crowe for me, like excellent. But it's funny. The person I went with said something. He's always getting stabbed, and then he did get stabbed by Zod. But yeah, he's always getting stabbed in the movie, which I found very entertaining and very accurate. Um, but when they get to Earth, I don't know if they're trying to stay away from the mythos, Zach, but the presentation was a little sloppy. And the more I think about it, it falls flat on certain aspects. But again, I'm not saying it wasn't an excellent ride. That's what it was. It was a great ride. Let me see. Uh, the interaction with his father. I understand him not wanting to divulge his superpowers because, yes, if we knew that there was an alien, a man among us that could do the things he do, yes, fear, havoc, people's idea of faith and idealism, the notion that we are alone and superior and all this would go out the window. Would it be anarchy and chaos? No, but things would change. Um, some people aren't equipped to handle that. So, what else can I say? Look at my notes. I'm sorry. Give me a moment. Henry Caviezel, he did an excellent job for what he did. He did an excellent job. I overall thought. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Overall, he did an excellent job as Man of Steel. He didn't blow me away, but he did erase Brandon Roth from my head. No, I'm joking. Brandon Roth did a good job. It's just you can't pay but so much homage to certain to the old 1978 Superman. It's gone. Christopher Reeve's excellent portrayal cannot be replicated, but it's over. So it's time to start new. Um, Fiora, I like Fiora. Um, she was a beast, a woman. I love it. Amy Atkins. I know they talk about her red hair. It's funny. In one of the flashback scenes, Lana had black hair. Lois had red hair. Were they intentionally jabbing at comic book fanboys? Probably. Take it and run with it. The world won't end. She did a good job. You can tell the age disparity. Um, but hey, 2013. What else can I say? Um, I love the idea that the government would be afraid of a man like this. I like that. Um, Now, some part I didn't like with his father dying with the tornado scene. I didn't like it. His dad was trying to protect him. I understand he wanted to save the dog. The dog could have died. I hope no Peter people are gonna say, "What about no?" I'm again. If you read my videos, you know what I think about Michael Vick and everything and all this. When it comes to the life of a human over a dog or an animal, I do not care. Most Caucasians do not understand this, and they will not understand that most African Americans have basically the issue that our lives are more at a point in this country we're viewed and perceived as equal to that of an animal. We have issues with that. Certain discussions that have not been talked about. But hey, that's another. Let's go back to Man of Steel. Um, the battle between Superman and Zod and his army was excellent. It was funny. My friend, who is a basically comic book fan who wants it to be, but yeah, he doesn't read as much as he should. Um, said, how can they go farther from this? How can they continue? How can they go beyond this? Um, it's just Superman. Said they couldn't top this. I'm like, how couldn't they? Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, Flash. They could top it. Okay, they could. I didn't like the end. That was my biggest problem. That's what I want to talk about. Overall, it was a good fantasy, but this is the one thing I did not like is that Superman killed Zod. Superman does not kill. Batman does not kill. Wonder Woman, she'll kill. She's Amazon. She's a warrior. She'll kill. But them two, the dichotomy, the double-headed monster, as you will, world's finest, they won't kill. And for that, and understand he walloping in pain and sorrow and wrecked with guilt afterwards. But he wouldn't have done it in the comic book. And that's just something I didn't. Superman doesn't kill. And that's just one of the things where I didn't want to walk away, but it just had me like, what is this? Superman's not going to kill no one. Um, Overall, it was a good movie. I can't, again, not deny that it was an excellent ride. And it was a Superman movie that people should be proud of, that are Superman fans. You got action. You got Superman punching Zod through buildings. You had Superman showing exactly how strong he is. You had everything. You saw a Superman movie. Okay, it was excellent. Where do they go next? If they do Man of Steel 2, I would like some changes. Um, I guess I guess we can start with Goyer. Do I really think he should write the script? No, I don't. Or not by himself. He should have some help with that. Um, Could Zack Snyder direct again? He did an adequate job, I guess. Um, Again, are they going to go into this whole? Is it a good start to a DC cinematic universe? It's a good start. If this is where the direction they want to go, and this is what they want to do, go ahead. Um, it's still not the personification of what is a DC comic book movie that will always be the Dark Knight. Again, if you read my videos, you know how I feel about Batman #1. Secretly, I guess Superman is #2. I won't admit it, except right here, but secretly he is #2. And again, Avengers is a good, fun ride for what is a Marvel movie. I think I've had this conversation with my friends, close to 10 years ago now. DC is for kids. No, DC is for adults. Marvel's for kids. There are very few things about Marvel that are adult. The X-Men is one of them. We can go with things that probably could be. Avengers, not so much. But still, it was excellent, and I can't say anything negative about it, except like I said, I didn't like the fact that Superman killed Zod. I didn't like that his father, he let him die. I didn't like the tornado scene. I'm sorry I didn't go into much detail, but I did not like the tornado scene. Clark should have just saved the dog, or let. And I guess he was trying to protect the dog, protect Clark, because he knew that Clark might have, if something would have happened, Clark would have used his powers to get out of it, or he would have somehow maybe survived, and then they would have to explain that. He should let Clark do it. It was just kind of dumb. It was a waste of a death. Um, it was stupid. I didn't like it. I didn't like that aspect. I didn't like that part. But again, it was an excellent ride. I would hope Man of Steel 2 a little better. If they go into Justice League, they do. I would actually prefer them to do World's Finest and build up to a Justice League. Two-headed monster. It's always Batman, Superman. Do them. Do World's Finest. You don't even have to think of a name. Just call it World's Finest. Don't overthink it. Don't make it more complicated than it needed to be. It is World's Finest. You want to go into a completely different, like an alternate universe where everyone exists, completely away from Nolan's universe. That's fine, but you have to build a Batman and a Superman. One last thing that my friend brought up is that, okay, after watching this, seeing the greatness of Superman against Superman, um, like what could Batman do? Batman is, I see him as the role of Jor-El, the strategist, the brains behind the operation. If you notice the movie, Superman implemented the plan. He didn't think of it. He didn't think of that. He didn't think of what to do. He just implemented. Jor-El thought of it. He told it to Lois. Lois told the government. Superman, they did it. Superman's a grunt. He's a soldier. Batman's a strategist. That's the role Superman that Batman can play into the Justice League. And the rest of them, Martian Manhunter, GL, if they do Wonder Woman, Flash, whoever, Cyborg, I don't care. Aquaman, I don't care. They can be more soldiers. But Batman's the strategist. Batman's like the field general. Batman's the one who thinks of the plans. I think the best thing I've ever heard was in Starcross, one of the episodes of Justice League, or Bruce Timm's universe. He said, "What are you gonna do? Throw a batarang at it?" It's kind of. He's the one that threw. Okay, disable the field. We throw the watchtower into it, destroy it, and that's what they should do. That's again my opinion. Overall, I did enjoy it. So again, I wanted to talk spoilers. Hopefully you already saw it. If you're like me and really don't care, I can say whatever I want. You want to see this for yourself. You'll enjoy it. Take it easy. Enjoy. Go see it. Bye.